Welcome to our video on running a final review. This is part of Course 2, Steps to Complete Your First Tax Return. My name is M.B. Raymundi. I am a CPA from Trumbull, Connecticut, longtime ProSeries user, and I've been teaching Intuit products, both ProSeries, QuickBooks, and some of the other products for a long time also. And I am very happy to be here with you today. In this video, you are going to learn how to run the final review. The last step to completing a return is to run the final review. Easiest way to do it is to click on Review from your icon bar. Notice it brings up several reviews to run. I definitely suggest that you run all of them. And there are different errors that may come up when you're running the final review. Now notice, I'm going to cancel out of here for a moment, that we do see errors over here on the left-hand side, and you definitely want to try and correct them. And you do have an error icon on the top of your screen on your icon bar, and you want to take a look at those. But it's very interesting that the final review may also catch other errors as well as give you prompts to things that you might want to fix or that you might not have thought about when you were completing this return. As I click on Review, there are different kinds of errors that show. And there are different errors that show when you're filing an extension versus when you're filing a Form 1040. So the types of errors that you have are, you must fix this error. So if you have something that says you must fix this error, and you will get those both with the extension and filing a 1040, guess what that means? It means you must fix this error. Now, if you see it when you're filing an extension, it may only have to do with the extension itself. If you see it when you're filing the return, it has to do with something on the return. Now, as we scroll through, we'll see another type of error, hopefully. We don't need to move to quick entry mode. Another type of error that you have is you should fix this error. This error only comes up when you are extending a return so that you're doing the final review for the extension because it could affect the calculation. So, if you're using the return to calculate the taxes, so you definitely should review that. Because this is not an extended return, we're not seeing that type of error saying you should fix this error. And then finally, another type of message that we get is for your information. So the FYIs, they are nice to know, and you might want to do something about it. Now, I will tell you that if you are e-filing, you definitely want to run this final review as the last step before e-filing. So even if I haven't made any changes to the return, if I'm not e-filing right away, I'm e-filing a couple days from now, the last step I do before e-filing is open the return and run the final review. Because if you are e-filing, you cannot have any errors in the final review. It will fail for e-file. So again, best practice, do the final review. Now again, remember that you can check for errors from your forms bar, you can check for errors from your icon bar, but there are some things that might not show up in errors and it will fail the final review. So always make sure that you do that final review. And if you make any changes to the return, make sure you run that final review again. In this video, you have now learned how to run the final review, and I hope you found this helpful. I thank you for watching this video. Be sure to access the additional videos, both for this course and the other courses that are offered out at the website to help you learn how to use ProSeries.